And then it was time for my February wrap-up in my reading journal. We're going to make the second page to the cover page, and we're going to make the wrap-up page for the stats. And lastly, I'm going to show you all the book review spreads I made this month. And so I made these little squares for every book I read in this Tombow marker color 761, and I really love this color, and I think it fits the Margot Sully sticker I ended up using this month. And I did pair it up with some Ikigai stickers from the Advent Calendar and the Year of the Horse. And because I did end up reading 10 books this month, this spread looks really full, completed. Some months I do read less and I look a little bit less squarey and more like collagey. But this month, because I read that much, I made a lot of squares. I could have made it in a list form as I did in January, but I do like the squares better, so that's why I went on these. After some extra decorating, we are ready for the titles of the books. So here you get a little sneak peek of the books I read this month, or else you'll follow me here on YouTube and see my shorts, because that's where I post every single book review spread I make, because that's just easier for me. So let's set up the wrap-up page. And let's talk stats. I love stats, and that's why I really enjoy making my wrap-up pages, because I love seeing them in one place. And this month I went for 3 different colors on this page, so it looks really done, and I really enjoy that. So let's talk stats. I read, as I said, 10 books, over 4,034 pages, so that's a really good reading month in my book. My average time to finish a book was 6 days, and my most read moods was adventurous, mysterious, emotional, tense, lightheaded, funny, and dark. It was a good chunk of different moods this month for me, and my paces did end up being 11% fast and medium on 89%. So that's usually how I end. I usually read medium books in pacing. Page number was 500 plus 30%, less than 300 was 30%, and 300 to 500 was 40%. So that's usually how it tends to be to me. Other than the 300, that usually is a little bit lower. So it was 100% fiction, everything I read. Genres I tend to read was YA, romance, fantasy, mystery, nature, classics, literary, historical, crime, and contemporary. So I'm really happy with the variety this month, because usually I do tend to read mostly fantasy, YA, romance, and mystery. So to have a lot more is really fun, and I had a really fun reading month. And I think because I read so many different books that I really kept on wanting to read, and I'm out of a reading slump I had in the middle of the year last year, and so I'm so happy to be reading. And my little format chart I do not usually make in this spread, and didn't do it for February because I don't plot that on Storygraph. It is 50-50 digital and print, but that doesn't add up. I did read 90% English and 10% Norwegian, so I did read a Norwegian book this month. I probably should read more since it's Norwegian, but honestly I like reading English more than Norwegian. I did also read books that was an average length of 349 pages, so I'm really happy with that. And now over to my final flip through and the book review spreads. Here is the cover page all in its glory. Checkmate was the first book I read. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I don't love it. The Darkness Within Us is also a book I did not like, not that much. Cards on Table I had a really fun time with, so I really enjoyed it. The Queen of the Blazing Throne was a fun novella, and the Unscripted Journals of Emma Lyon was really fun. Fallet is the Norwegian book I read, and I really enjoyed it. Hero of Ages, I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy to be done with Mistborn now, honestly. And then The Heartthrown Legacy I enjoyed. Don't love the series, but it's like a fine palate cleanser for me. Here's all the stats we went through. The spread for the Ashes and the Stalker's King I really enjoyed making, and I really love how it looks as well. It's really neat and it's really blue. And then after that we have my first 5-star of the year, which was Shield and Sparrows, even though it was a little predictable for me. So if you watched to the end, like the video and subscribe to my channel for more journaling content. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you.